and burn.
Hey everybody. So tonight I just wanted to make a quick video discussing if whether or not the happenings in Weekend at Bernie's could actually be applied to real life. Do you think that if your buddy had died and you needed to keep him alive so that you could keep partying at his house, do you think it would be doable for you and a friend, or perhaps you by yourself, to sort of prop up his body to make him look alive? Do you think his body would hold for 24 hours? Wouldn't rigor mortis start to set in? Do you think you'd be able to walk him around? I mean, I don't have a lot of experience manipulating dead bodies, but I've always wondered if whether or not Weekend at Bernie's would work. Do you really think you could pull this off? For whatever reason, maybe it's not just a party, maybe there's a bunch of money on the line, or maybe he has to be seen on video signing something, so you have to like, oh, okay, here I am signing it, and you have to manipulate his hand and everything. So I'm just wondering, do you think that the events of Weekend at Bernie's are at all plausible? Do you think one or two people could manipulate a dead body over the course of roughly 24, maybe 30 hours? Because I know that the weekend, it is a weekend, but it doesn't feel quite like a full 48, because that does sort of feel like it's pushing it, because rigor mortis starts to set in a hell of a lot sooner than 48 hours. And there's no way that Bernie's body would be all limp and loose and like that easily manipulated, you know, putting it on strings and having his hands go up and everything. I'm not exactly sure if that would work come day 2, or hell, even come the end of day 1. But do you think you could pull it off? Do you think you could pull it off in any way? Even like in 13 Sins, when he has to go up to the guy's apartment and finds the dead body, and he has to bring the dead body somehow into the donut shop that's filled with police officers. Do you think you could pull this off? I don't think I could, because I'm not the biggest. But I'm not sure if I'd want to keep touching a dead body either. Oh my God, and that scene at the end where his girlfriend shows up and fucks Bernie. Ugh, that is so gross, and there are so many questions there. Like, who would clean Bernie up? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, she's bound to get kind of juicy and shit on top of him, and you got to pull his pants up, and I'm not doing that. I'm not cleaning a dead guy's crotch and then pulling his pants back up. It's just, well, I went completely off the rails. I'm not talking about having sex with a dead body. I'm talking about attempting to manipulate a dead body in order to convince the people around you that said dead body isn't dead and that the person's still alive. Do you think it's doable? My gut's saying no, probably not. Maybe for an hour or so. But then I'm pretty sure you're committing a number of crimes. And you may end up doing some time. And that's just not worth it. Especially after you cleaned up some crotch juice. Yeah. That's it. Have a good night.